Alright, hello guys, I welcome you all to episode 2 of Get Fit with Utopia, place where we help you eat smarter and live better. How are you all doing? Yes, thanks for joining. I'm waving hands at all of you. You know, the team of Utopia is very much grateful for your response that you have given in our first video. It was just amazing and we hope to continue the same. And guys, in our today's session, I just wanted to start by asking a question. Do you know what is your purpose of life? See, the main purpose of our lives is to be happy. And to keep the purpose alive with me is a speaker who happens to be a motivational speaker and a founder and CEO of Bikers Club Network. This is a network which provides a platform to all the worldwide riders. Guys, I can't wait to invite Mr. Rahul Mehta to today's video. You know, he happens to be a writer, editor, a publisher of Bikers Club magazine, which has got like more than 1 lakh downloads. Yes, and our speaker of the day is right here, and I am looking forward to invite him. So in our today's live session, we would be covering about the overall fitness, and when I say overall fitness, it means our mental health and our whole body. So let's invite Rahul Mehta to this video. Hello Rahul sir.
Good evening. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good too, sir. I'm good too. Thank you for asking.
So how is this lockdown? Now unlock system. Unlock is going on with you, not lockdown.
Right. I was about to ask the same question to you. Yes, it's going good for me. I'm enjoying evolving, reading, meditating a lot. How about you, sir?
That's really fantastic. I mean, yes, we've been locked down for almost 5 months now, and now slowly, steadily, it's opening up, and it's good that it should open up, but with the very careful things about we have to take care about it. And yes, it is opening, and we are very glad that it's opening and working hard for it. Looking forward for the future after post-COVID. I mean, the scenario will be now pre-COVID and post-COVID. So now looking forward for the post-COVID. Yes.
Obviously, totally agree with you. There's so many changes and precautions that we need to take ahead. Right.
Correct.
Absolutely, sir. So my very first question to you.
You're looking very, very, you're charming as usual. Yes, that's good.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for the compliment. And, it's a privilege to get a compliment from a speaker or motivational speaker. It's a really pleasure. Thank you, sir.
Thank you for the kind words. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, sir. So talking about fitness, the very first question that I wanted to ask you about your fitness journey. Like, please share with us a time when you thought and realized that fitness was that important to you.
See, fitness is very subjective, Ankur. I would say that people always work for, the youth, teenagers and the middle-aged people, they work on physical fitness, and that's necessary because nowadays, what is happening due to all this virus coming, and this is what is happening. We never knew that this kind of a pandemic will take place, and physical fitness is very, very important. And yes, we should work. We should eat proper, we should sleep proper, we should work out. Physical fitness is necessary. But at the same time, one always forgets to go for a mental fitness. That is important. So for me, physical fitness is something that at least you should give yourself at least half an hour a day so that, you can be fit enough to tackle all. It's not about building up a body. It's not about shaping up. Yeah, if you can do that, then it's wonderful. It's that adds up to your personality. Okay. But to better, it's to be in proper fitness, proper shape, and to enhance your immunity. For that, fitness is necessary. At least half an hour fitness is necessary.
Right. Yeah. Got it, sir. So as you just mentioned about mental fitness, my next question to you would be on mental fitness. How important do you think is to train our mind as we train our body? Not by dumbbells,
it's very important. I mean, see, if you notice, Ankur, what's happening? Those who are very fitness regime, those who are doing very hardcore fitness, but if
Right.
you observe, they are mentally weak. I mean, many of them. I'm not talking about particular, but in general, because see, building up body and building up your, shaping up your body, that is a one part. But mental, if you see in any situation, like current situation is happening, pandemic. Okay, many
Right.
people are they don't have jobs. Their salaries have been cut down, and they are very clueless. They are focusless. Okay, in this scenario, if you have mental fitness, a proper mental fitness, then you will survive. Okay, so for the
Right.
survival of any kind of damn situation, any kind of, you require a mental fitness. For that, there are many ways to do it. Okay, first of all, actually, I would always recommend this: read a lot of books. If you can't read it, then there are audiobooks are available. Okay, you can just listen it while sleeping, or you can read about biographies. You can read about those people who have made it big. See, remember, those who are on the top of their game, it's not only because of their fitness, it's because of their mental fitness.
Wow.
And that is important. Okay, because of they are fit from mental, so they can decide, they can make proper decisions. They can actually, if you have a mental fitness, then you can lead a proper team. If you are doing a business, then you can
True.
lead your business in a proper way. If you are doing a job, then you can do better performance on your job. Okay, so that's why mental fitness is necessary. Sometimes what happens, we are so patienceless that we are aggravated by a people surrounded by you, a negative people. In those moments, you have to keep calm.
Calm.
Do not lose your energy or waste your energy in these petty issues. You should focus your goal, you should focus your dream, you should focus on your path and
Right.
work on it. And this can only happen if you have a proper mental regime. So, affirmations, reading, audiobooks, reading about biographies, reading about your histories, past is very important. People always look for the future. They don't learn out of their past, their experience. Our entire human body is a
Yes,
science.
sir.
Our brain is full of memories. Every passing second is creating another memory, another story. So you have your story. So you should learn from it. You should explore your stories. You should explore your memories. You should explore your experience and work on it and try to figure out your future.
Right.
Expand your future, plan your future, and then work on it. So this is very important, and it's very subjective. My learning and my thinking would be different from your thinking, but again, subconsciously we all are one, and we
Wow.
have to think that way. Yeah, and that is what I believe. I mean, fitness, physical and mental goes hand in hand. Any sportsman you take, any racer you take, because I am from bikers world, so I know racers and I know many tourer riders and all.
Absolutely.
Those who have achieved gold medal, those who have done wonderful in sports industry, they are fit for mental. Any war or any game is not won just because of your fitness,
Right.
physical fitness, your mental fitness as well. You have to strategize your game, and that's
Wow.
important. So
Wow.
mental fitness is inevitable. You have to work on it. I would say 60% is your mental fitness and 40% is your physical fitness.
Physical fitness.
That is.
Wow, wow, beautifully answered. So, as you spoke about subconscious mind, would you like to elaborate a bit for the viewers?
See, subconscious, it's like, it's a very vast topic, Ankur. I mean, many people have said a lot of things about subconscious, a lot of
Right.
things, many books have written. But according to me, subconscious is like ocean. Like we say that it's Indian Ocean, Pacific Ocean, Arctic Oceans. There's so many oceans, 7 oceans. Okay? But they
Right.
all are connected. They all are connected. If you see iceberg theory, it's what? You can see icebergs on many, oceans and all.
True,
But
true.
the core of iceberg is what? Core of iceberg is subconscious. The water. Okay. If that melts down, then it becomes water. So likewise, you, me, and every living creature, including animals, okay, they are in that physical form. Okay, but through subconscious, we all are one. We all are one. Okay, we all are one. So sometimes if you go to the scriptures, I'm not talking about any religion, I'm talking about scriptures. Okay, they used to telepathy, they used to talk, okay, like we are talking on phone. They used to talk meditative states. How
Right.
that can be that is possible, because you and me and everybody is connected. Okay, it's the connection theory. Okay,
Wow.
so once we are connected to this, so subconsciously, then it works like magic. So whatever you want to achieve in your life, okay, so you have to train your subconscious in a way. Subconscious doesn't have switch off button. Right now we are talking on this live Instagram. Your subconscious is recording every bit of it. What is going on in your surrounding, what is your mother is doing, what is your parents, everyone is doing, your friends, in fact, the bird is sounding, the car horn honking, and everything is stored by your subconscious. Okay,
Wow.
stored by your subconscious, every bit of it, and it has no switch off button. Everything has been stored. Okay, it's like an endless memory, and that memory you carry forward after you die. Okay, so what happens when you try to explore your subconscious layered wise, then you can have a lot of things. So if you want to achieve something, it is already there. It is already there inside you. You have to just invoke it through exploring your subconscious. You have to train it. Okay.
Absolutely.
So it is very vast topic. It's very vast topic. It is, if you ask me, then I can go on hours and hours on it. Yeah.
Got it completely. As it is said that your thoughts become things. So I completely agree with you on that. And I would like to ask you, as you mentioned about the scriptures, I would like to ask you something related to spirituality. Do you think spirituality helps us in evolving ourselves?
Yes. See, spirituality is very misunderstood word, I would say. Do not mix up with any religion.
Right.
Spirituality is something within you. It is inside you. Okay, it's within you. Okay, all the scriptures, may be it any religion, all the scriptures which are there, it is there to help you to invoke your spirituality, which is already there inside you. Okay, so scriptures only help you how to invoke your spirituality. Okay. And everything is inside you. So you have to dig inside yourself. Okay, we have 7 layers inside us. Okay, so slowly, step by step, you have to invoke layers wise. And once you invoked it, all the layers, then you are superhuman, brother. You're superhuman.
Wow.
So
Wow.
already, we pray deities, worship everyone. Okay,
That's great.
they are not supreme. I would say they are not supreme. They are just 2 to 3 layers above us, and they have these powers. Okay, supreme is one. Supreme is only one. You can see, I will say, is it supreme? Some Hindus say they are Lord Krishna. Muslims say Allah, Jesus. Jesus is a son of God, but yes, whoever is supreme, okay, it's there. One power is there. When all the other deities is like an organization, like the founder, the MD is on top. Then
Right.
you get directors, then you get all the managing people, accountants, and everyone. It's like that. And
That's how an entrepreneur would define it.
and the customers, and your customer in organization, your end user is like human beings. Your customers. Okay, you and me, like, okay, and all the deities and who are we are praying, they are like suppose 5 to 6 or maybe 3 to 4 layers above us. If we try to invoke our spirituality within us, we can reach to that level. I would say it is all positions. I mean, say let us take Hinduism. If I say that Brahma, then if I say that all the deities and everyone, they are the positions. Okay, they keep on changing. if you have power, if you have invoked your spirituality in such a manner, you can be one of them. You can, take, like any company, vice presidents keep on changing. Okay, CEOs keep on changing. Okay, like directors keep on changing. Okay,
Correct.
but company always remains. That's how. Through your
Beautiful.
spirituality, you can reach to that level. Yes.
Definitely. I think it is said that we are the spiritual being who have got a human life.
Correct. Sometimes you see, you get intuitions. Sometimes, okay, yeah, this will happen, and that happens.
Right.
What is
right.
that? What is that? It is something. Yeah, it is always there. We are, our brain, our entire body is like a receptor, which is going to happen. What is coming up in the future? It is already our subconscious mind knows every bit of it, that what is going to happen next. Okay, is that
Okay.
just we recognize it? But sometimes what happens, we get a sudden intuition. Okay, it's like a window, it's like a gateway. Okay, for a second time, for a moment, your window is open and you have recepted that energy, and you
Right.
like, okay, this can happen and this will happen. Okay,
Got
so
it.
if you try to work on that window, you can keep that window open for a long time. Then you will be like, okay, you know everything. It's not, we all know everything, but our window is closed. We have to open our window. That's it.
Correct. And so, how important is introspection when it comes to mental and fitness?
Introspection is not only just limited to mental and physical fitness. Introspection is for everything. You have to introspect. Whatever you're doing, you require introspection. Sometimes what happens, you plan something, you do something, and sometimes you get succeed and you get fail. Okay. So yeah, failure is also part of life. Celebrate your failures. That's very important. Okay. So introspection is must for each and everything. Like right now we are doing live. Maybe what we are doing, what we have planned, we are doing. Okay. But sometimes a spontaneous question comes in, a spontaneous answer comes in, and if you, after this live, if you just go back to this live recording, and if you see, you will improvise. Okay, I had to ask this question, I missed this question, I could be proper in this, or I would have answered really well. So introspection is really must to enhance your capabilities. Okay, see, you are capable. Everything is possible. You are capable of doing wonders. See, you are here in this earth just not to eat, sleep, and have money and enjoy life. It's about you have to explore your capabilities. It's about you have to push your limits. Okay, so your capabilities here. Okay, and here you stand here right now. Your capabilities here. Now every introspection is for push your current state to this level. This. When you reach this is not also ultimate level. Beyond this, there is also level. So once you reach a milestone, then push again second layer. Okay. So it's like very famous, I would say, entrepreneur wise, very famous industrialist is Dhirubhai Ambani in India. Okay. He had this circular theory.
Right.
Okay. All right. So what he actually asked his one of the colleague that what do you see out of this window? That the employee of his said that I can see all the buildings out there, all the people out there. So Dhirubhai said that I can see the vision. I can see where I'll be, my company would be in next 5 years, 10 years. So he could see that. So for that, he given the formula. How to do that? He said, break this circle and join another. Likewise, we are living in a circle. You have your family, you have your friends, you have your colleagues, you have whatever you're doing. You have your circle. Okay. Learn from that circle. Explore your circle. And when you see that, okay, now enough is, I've learned enough from this circle, time to break this circle now. time to break the circle. Then join another circle. Okay.
Okay.
Emotionlessly try to join another circle and learn from that another circle. But remember, do not close the door of the previous circle from where you're coming.
Oh, wow. Beautiful.
Okay. And once you have crossed another circle, then try to bring those people who were there with you in previous circle. Try to bring them up. Try to lift them up. Because it's necessary. If you want to become an alpha male is not only just Casanova. It's not only just about women, and it's not about only glamorous thing. Alpha male is a leader. Okay, a leader is only good when he brings his team up. Okay,
Correct.
So try to pinpoint a person who are helping you in the circle, and if you excel, if you go into another circle, then try to bring them up with you. Okay. So helping and sharing is caring, and once you do that, you will see changes in yourself. You will see that you have helped yourself, not them. You have helped yourself. Okay.
All right.
That's important.
Everything is learning, as it is said. We learn from everybody and every single bit.
Exactly.
All right. So since you have talked about capabilities, I wanted to ask you to how one could discover his or her real worth. Means people are wondering to do this, that, which they are not at all capable.
Okay. Very, very good question. This is something I want to elaborate something. Okay.
Please.
See, what's happening in this current, I would say everybody. I would not name it as generation. It's everybody. Okay. First of all, your heart and your brain, you have to make a sync on it. Make a sync. Okay. I would say, put it like this. If your brain is telling you something that I want to do something this way. Mm-hmm. This is my way. This is my path. I want to follow this. Okay. Right. But if you are not convinced by your heart that this is not I'm enjoying. See, enjoyment is the parameter to find your passion.
Okay.
Enjoyment. I would say, like you are doing exercises. Okay. Mm-hmm. And you are enjoying it. Okay, you like to go to gym and build body and do everything. So that's your passion. That's your passion. Or it's not necessary you should always do your passion as your work or your career, but always try to do something where you're enjoying. Okay, so I would say, first of all, try to pinpoint those fields. By doing that, you're enjoying. Okay. If you get that, let's suppose there are 5 things which you enjoy the most. Okay. So pinpoint that, write it down that this is the thing which I enjoy. Okay. Now think about the probabilities. If I do this, what can be my future? If I do this, what can be my future? If I do that, try to introspect. Once you find it, okay, then it's time that you follow any of the passion through your heart. And if you start implementing what's your passion, passion catches like magnet. Okay, if you're doing such a good job by passionately, okay, other passionate people will catch you, will attract to you, and that's how your circle will grow. Okay, does not necessary that you earn out of it. Okay, but yes, if you make your profession, then it's nothing like it. Sone pe suhaga, boy. So it's like that. Okay, it's like that. Then important is passion, then perseverance. It's like PPC model. Passion, perseverance, and consistency. Okay, so passion, you have marked your passion. Okay, this is my passion. Okay, now work on it and perceive. Doesn't matter if you fail or succeed. You have to keep on perseverance. Okay, through your failures you will learn. Through your success also you will learn. Okay, so perseverance is necessary. Then here it comes consistency. What happens? Sometimes you have passion, you have perseverance, but you fail to perform consistently.
Right.
Let's suppose you failed once, you failed twice, you failed thrice. Then you're like, okay, yeah, now I will give up. Okay, now this is not my cup of tea. Here you will give up. Now, other way around. If you are successful, you find your way and you are successful, top of your game. Then also, now I have achieved everything. I'm successful. Now I have no other things left. Then also you stop following your passion. Okay. So
Correct.
consistency is must for both the ways. If you fail, still also consistency. If you succeed, then also consistency. So once you follow this PPC, then diversification, okay, then enhancing your platform or whatever
Right.
you're doing,
Right.
that's important. So let's talk about anyone, Steve Jobs, then Jeff
Bill Gates
Bezos
or anybody.
and Bill Gates, anybody who is Mukesh Ambani, whoever is on top of the game, they have always
Rahul Mehta.
followed their passion. Rahul Mehta is still on following the passion. I don't know. I mean, yes, I'm positive about it. Yes. But yes, that's important. And once you have this quality inside you, then Ankur, believe me, people will attract to you.
Definitely.
Money will attract you. Do not go after money. Money is necessary. Money is just a bill, it's a paper. But you have to work from heart and in sync with your brains and work on it. And everything follow.
I totally relate with one of the famous quote which says, clarity in mind, purity in heart, and sincerity in action takes it all to do any work that we
That's
aspire
true,
to.
brother. That's true, brother. Yes.
Absolutely. So very well explained. Thank you for that insight. I hope the viewers have got benefited from it, and I could see the hearts blooming, of your answers. That's really great. So yeah, my next question to you is upon fitness. Like we see, whether we talk about mental or physical fitness, there is one aspect which is very much ignored in youth, that is sleep disorders. How do you think sleeping patterns helps us in keeping ourselves well?
See, sleeping pattern, if you talk about your biology, body, then we have sleeping pattern. I mean, we say 8 hours sleep. Okay.
Right.
But it's not that way. It's not that way. Actually, if you see that it should be 6 plus 2.
6 plus
6 plus
okay.
2. A 6 hour sleep in the night, proper, and 1 hour, it's a nap. Okay, in whichever time you like. Okay,
Right.
That's a proper sleep pattern. If you go to any biological things, if you study, but again, it's subjective. It's not possible nowadays to do that. Okay, it's not possible to follow it because our lifestyle is different. Sleeping, it's like a habit. It's like like you charge your mobile, you charge your gadgets. It's like sleeping is something to not charge our energy. It is to charge our mind and the synchronization of our all the organ. Okay, sleeping is that. Okay, so and most of it, sleeping is what I will tell you very meticulously. Sleeping is just whatever memory you have gathered in a day, whatever everything what you have gathered. So while you're sleeping, everything. Thank you, Deepak Gupta sir. But I believe good 4 hours sleep is good for body. That's important. Yes, that's why I said, Deepak sir, that it's subjective. Okay, Deepak sir is very famous, very renowned biker in India.
Oh,
He's
wow.
from Delhi. I'm glad that he's watching. So
Thank you, Deepak sir, for joining. Yeah.
The thing is that it's subjective, I would say. So while sleeping, your subconscious mind, basically, whatever is gathered, it is segregating all the data. It's like a data science. What the term is data science, what we have, incurred in all this data world, but our mind is doing all these things. Let's suppose, and I will say that dream is just a leakages of that data transmission. Dreams are nothing but leakages. Okay. So whatever you have, gathered in a day, the data, while you are sleeping, So one process is going on is that your synchronization of your organ. Okay, that is going on. Purity and everything, purification of your blood and everything, that is going on. Okay.
Right.
Another is that let's suppose you have gathered some data like, okay, we are doing Instagram live. So social media and everything, there's a department in our brain. Okay. Then there is fears, then there is love, there is work and everything. They have a data. Okay. They have a segments. Okay. So our subconscious is basically segregating all the data and putting on to the right places in our brain. Okay. So that is going on while we are sleeping. And dreams are nothing but when we transmit data, okay, the leakage. I would say dream is nothing but a flaw in a human body.
Flaw
It's
in
a
a
flaw.
human body.
Yes, it's a flaw. Okay, it's a flaw. So it is like a data leakage is something. Okay, what happens? Let's suppose you have dreamed something that you are working out. Okay, at the same time you are working in America, USA somewhere. Okay, and maybe your one of the friend is working out with you, but physically you have not visited America anytime. Okay,
Right.
let's suppose example and everything dream. Okay, it's like it's very very weird. Okay, dreams are very weird. So how that happened? How that happened? So somewhere in a day or maybe a previous day you have read something about USA. Now your current status is you're working out. Okay,
Correct.
fitness.
Right.
Then you're maybe probably you're thinking something about your friend. Okay,
Correct.
that very easy or somewhere kind of a thing. And now you have all the data inside you. Now this data is segregating. So what happens through the leakages? Our human brain through these years have evolved. Okay. So it creates a story. It creates a story so that our sleeping pattern does not get interrupted. Because when our sleeping pattern is interrupted, then our organs synchronization will get disturbed.
Oh.
That's why human brain has this mechanism where it creates a story.
Right.
That's why we can see, okay, dream is like story. Okay. And do you remember your dreams?
Very less.
No, very less. And why this happens? When you wake up, let's suppose you wake up at 6 o'clock. So still you're not totally woken up. You're still sleepy. Okay. So
Got it.
till half an hour time, if you try to focus, you remember your dream. Half an hour something. When you're awakened, your current status is awakened.
Okay.
Then you forget the dream, because when you are woken up, then new data comes in your brain. A new day, new data is coming. So your previous night's data gets stored up. Now, you will remember only those dreams which has impacted you. And these are 3 emotions: fear, love, and shock.
Oh.
Fear, love, and
Wow.
shock. If you have dreamt something, if you have dreamt that you met with an accident in your
Right.
dreams,
Right.
you will always remember that dream. Let's suppose you have made love to any woman in your dreams, you will always remember that dream.
That's so true.
And if you get fear, you just scared of any kind of a dream, like suppose any kind of a spirit dream, any kind of a bhoot and all dream, you will try to you will remember that, because your frontier cortex of your brain is subjected to catch all 3 these emotions. Okay, fear, love, and shock. Okay,
Got it.
that's the reason. So sleep pattern is necessary. Technically, it's the synchronization of the human organs and the synchronization and the segregation of the subconscious and the conscious brain.
Wow.
That's why technically sleep is necessary. But for us, we always say that, okay, to charge your energy, to reboot yourself, sleep is necessary. The technical
Necessary.
inside your body is this, and in general terms, sleep is necessary. So if you are not synced with your organ, then you get diseases. You get all the problems in your body. Okay. And if let's suppose your organ is synced, but your subconscious and conscious brain is not in sync, then you get mental disorders. Your thinking ability will be, hampered.
Hampered, right.
Your decision making ability will go down. So synchronization of subconscious and consciousness is also necessary, and the organ synchronization is also necessary. This happens only when we are sleeping.
Oh,
That
all
is-
right. Got it. So not only you explained the sleeping cycle, but you also went further to explain the dreams and all. That's really sweet. Thank you so much. I think the viewers were writing very true and stuff like that, so they really connected with what you said. All right. So
these are all.
yes,
Yeah.
so we have reached towards our end of the session. Just a last question and a very quick question that I wanted to ask is from you, as you're a motivational speaker. So, if you would like to motivate the viewers of Utopia in the fitness journey, how to continue their fitness journey, or whatever, if the last few words that you would like to give to the audience.
Fitness is now essential. Okay, I would say to the viewers of Utopia and the viewers who are watching this, I would just say only one thing, that workout, that's important. I mean, physical fitness and mental fitness is important, but try to bring peace in your brain. Try to make peace. Okay, if you have peace inside you, see, peace does not mean that you're coward. Peace does not mean that you are fearing something. Peace is something that if you find your inner peace, then world is your brother, world is yours. And believe me, those who have made it successfully in whichever field they are in, they have some or the other way, they have found the peace. Okay, this does not mean that you give up on your all the material. No, it's not that. Material needs are important. Money is important. Why is it that some people see the future in dreams? Yes, very interesting question, Deepak sir. I will answer that. Okay, after I complete this,
Yes.
give me a few more minutes, Ankur, because it's very interesting question.
Yeah. Please go ahead.
So I just want to say that your previous question. So please try to find a peace in whatever you do, because
All right.
if you are peace, if you say, have you seen the movie called 300?
No, sir, not really.
The Spartan wars and everything. I mean, they're the warriors and everyone. The leader of that troop or whoever. Okay, they are not like aggressive. Okay, maro ye wo. Nahin, they are peaceful. They strategize everything. Once you have peace, then only you can see the future, clarity. You can strategize. Everything is necessary just because you have peace.
Peace.
So once you have peace, then you can do anything. Okay, coming back to the Deepak sir's question, why we see the future. As I always say, Deepak sir, that our subconscious mind knows everything, our past, our present, our future, everything. Because if you go back to Hindu scriptures, what is that? The soul. It came out of it, Lord Krishna's Para Prakriti.
Wow.
And the material world, which is there, it came out of Apara Prakriti, Apara energy. Okay. So the Para is something, is that God have that power which is given to all of us, because always say that God is inside you. Okay, so our subconscious mind knows everything. What we are seeing, that we are living in Kali Yuga, we are living in 2020. It is a cycle which repeats itself, keeps on going. Okay, so and there is a theory of parallel universe where you and me are still there. Okay,
Yeah.
maybe in some other era or maybe this era. So everything is connected through subconscious, and our subconscious is connected to the super subconscious of the consciousness. Okay, so that is why when we know everything, our subconscious know everything, and as I said, the dream is just nothing but a leakages of our subconscious to the consciousness. So sometimes what, as I mentioned, window. So what happens if you are spiritually awakened? If your window is open, then you get this subconscious. You get into the layer of the memories that you have stored. Maybe this life, maybe another life, maybe parallel universe life. Maybe everything is there. Okay, so somehow by chance, if your spirituality is in that level, then you try to see something which is going to happen, and that happens just because you have invoked that thing. You have opened the window. That's why sometimes dreams comes true.
Correct.
Okay, so that's the answer, because through the subconscious, everything, like it's like how it goes in computer world. Okay, we do data transmission. I mean, let's suppose this Instagram, they have a server in America. We
Right.
both are in India, Mumbai. Okay, but we are able to talk. Okay, but what happens through my mobile? It goes to the server of the Instagram in US, and through that it is via satellite. It comes to your mobile, and that's how we are talking. Now let's suppose this works in a milliseconds. Okay, let's suppose somebody hacks the network,
Okay.
the channel, the tube. Someone hacks it.
Hacked it.
Then
Right.
the hacked data, it's kind of a leakage. And
Leakage.
you can see what is happening.
Oh,
Maybe
wow.
some person in China can see the live session because they've hacked it. So dream is because of subconscious and consciousness transmission. The leakage is kind of a hacking, which creates a story and which comes to the projection of our frontier cortex, and we can see that.
See that.
So that's why we can see all these things, dream as a future, but very few people can see this because very few people have opened the windows. Okay.
Wow. Got it
Another
completely.
question.
Yeah, it's a
do you
long
think-
question.
Do you think a little bit of memory loss problem is good or bad in terms of making a person peaceful, or is it that person is in peace that he doesn't try to remember? Very important for me. 1 second. Do you think it's a little bit of memory loss problem is good or bad in terms
I think the viewers are really enjoying the session.
of-
They're
or
putting
is
long
it
questions.
that person is in peace, doesn't try to remember? Okay, see, this is interesting. Okay, again, thank you, Deepak sir, for asking this. Okay, see, memory loss is what? Okay, see, I'm not a doctor, Ankur. I'm not a doctor. Technically, doctor would say a proper technicalities, but memory loss is, again, I would say, is the desynchronization of our subconscious and consciousness.
Right.
And
Right.
it's not, I would say, totally desynchronization. It is something that you have synchronized and you have stored. It's like, sometimes what happens, हमारे घर में store room होते हैं, okay? Loft or store. Sometimes what we see that, okay, this thing right now I don't need it. You put it in your loft or a storeroom. But after a year, you will forget, okay, this thing is there. Okay,
Very
you will
true.
try to search. कहाँ गया? You will not find it, but it is there in somewhere in your storeroom. Okay, so what happens? Sometimes then nowadays online things you will reorder it online, purchase it. Then all of a sudden, if you are searching something and you will find that thing, you will say, "Oh shit, yeah, I had it, and at that moment I didn't get it. Now I got it."
Right.
This happens. It's like memory is the same thing. Okay. Sometimes what happens, we know all these things, but it's stored in somewhere in our brain that we try to invoke it. Arey, what was that? And we don't remember it, but it's there. Okay. And all of a sudden, a few months, maybe few years, that it comes automatically. It triggered by something. So memory loss is the wrong word, I would say. It is that somewhere, the human brain is very complicated. I'm not a doctor, I would say, but somewhere, some memories, I would say, it's a very famous term that we use only 10% of our brain. It's a wrong thing.
Right.
It's a wrong statement. we use 100% of our conscious brain, but we use only 10% of our subconscious brain.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Because
Yeah.
subconscious is the ocean, whether it's an ocean,
Ocean.
and we only just know 10%. Okay, but our conscious brain. Right now, I'm talking to you, but my hand is moving. My thought process is
Eyelashes
something.
here.
So I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah.
consciously active, 100% active, but subconsciously I'm just 10%. But if I try to enhance that 10% to 20, 30, 40, 50, and 100%, then you get emancipation. Okay, then you're no longer required here. Okay, this is something that it's very, and
Very-
it's you require proper teacher to invoke all these
Invoke
things.
that.
So I would say I don't know have I answered properly or not, Deepak sir, but this is what I believe, that memory loss, it's not loss, it's just a disconnection from your current state to your subconscious state.
Subconscious. Got it.
This
got
is
it,
what I
Sandeep.
believe.
I hope that answers the question to Deepak sir. All right.
Ah,
All
Yeah.
right. So I'm really very much grateful to you, Rahul sir. You took every question that was asked to you and answered it very, very politely and eloquently. Thank you so much for putting that. I think exercise not only makes our body fit, but it also enhances our attitude, mind, and etc.
correct.
Really grateful.
Correct.
Thank you so much.
It's synchronization. It's synchronization, brother. It's synchronization.
As you talked about it.
Synchronization is important, and it's everywhere. If you last word, if I would want to say
Please.
that it's like rhythm. It's like a rhythm. Okay. If you just sit on a while. Okay. Do nothing. Do nothing. Okay. Sit while and try to observe the surrounding of you. Let's suppose it's raining. If you try to just think about the rains, it's raining in rhythm. Okay. Then if you look at the nature,
Right.
if you look at the trees and everything, it's in the sync, rhythm. So rhythm is necessary. Our heartbeats, it's in rhythm. Okay. Our brain waves, it's in rhythm. Okay. So fitness, exercise. Hi Wonderberg, thank you Nirmali to joining here. So our fitness is nothing but to keep this rhythm going. Keep this. Why only humans required exercise? Why don't animals do any kind of exercise? Why?
I think because yes,
Yes,
please.
yes. Because animal is already in sync and they don't have a conscious level that what human has it. Because of our over consciousness, we try to forget our rhythm. So only fitness can bring you back to the rhythm.
Wow.
That's why fitness is necessary. So this is,
Great.
I would say, the last words which I wanted to say.
Fitness is the rhythm. Correct. Very well said, sir.
Fitness
I
is the
really
rhythm, brother.
Yeah, really appreciate it. So grateful for sharing your insights. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ankur. Anytime, brother. And I would really want to speak about more about it. If you anytime, you want to discuss all these things. This is other side of me. I
Sure,
really
sir.
can go on entire night discussing on it.
I am really very sure of that. Like the way you were sharing the insights, amazing.
Thank you, and thank you for calling me Utopia Fitness. You guys are doing great to come with this kind of a topic. Fitness, mind fitness and physical fitness is necessary. Your closing statement was great. Thank you, Deepak sir. I've learned from you, Deepak sir. Statement. So fitness is the rhythm,
Right.
nothing else.
Nothing
It's a rhythm, be it physical rhythm or mental rhythm.
Mental rhythm.
Fitness is a rhythm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Perfect. So
All
thank you,
right.
sir. Yes.
Thank you very much, Ankur. God bless, and you're doing great. And Utopia, all the best for your endeavors, future endeavors, and hats off to you guys.
It was really a worthwhile session. I enjoyed personally. I gained so much information from Rahul Mehta, the founder of Bikers Club. Really appreciate it. And at last, if I were to close this session, I would like to say that do not let your happiness depend upon anyone else. your happiness and everything that you do a responsibility of yours. So you are responsible at the end of everything. Thank you so much to my dearest audience to watching this video and supporting our live session. We have an amazing speakers lined up. The next speaker that is going to come is an athlete, a hardcore athlete in bodybuilding. I would urge you guys to join that. And thank you so much. Have a great day. And yeah, until then, eat smarter, live better. Thank you.